Welcome back. Lawyers for Aaron Hernandez came into the trial with two key strategies: show that the investigation was botched and that their client was targeted.
Meanwhile, prosecutors had a mountain of evidence, but admittedly, most of it was circumstantial. No smoking gun. But there was enough of that evidence to convince the jury. For the prosecutors, it wasn't just about the crime, but the cover-up too. Maybe the most damaging evidence came from Aaron Hernandez's own home, from the security camera system he had installed. Hernandez was seen inside his house minutes after the murder, holding what prosecutors say was a gun, what they claim was the murder weapon. They called in a salesman from the gun company who said it was one of theirs. The defense countered with the quality of the picture.
You don't have any supernatural powers of vision, do you?
Also on video, fiancée Shayana Jenkins taking out the black trash bag the day after the murder. That's all important because investigators never found the murder weapon. They claim Hernandez told Jenkins to ditch it. There was evidence from the murder scene, a marijuana joint with Hernandez's DNA on it. The state's DNA expert saying the chances it was not Hernandez's
is approximately 1 in 425.2 quadrillion.
Also, shoe prints that prosecutors say matched Hernandez's sneakers and tire treads they say matched the rental car he was driving. The defense questioned the tire track investigator.
And you've never even testified in court before about tire tracks, right?
That's correct.
And that was a common theme. Hernandez's lawyers attacked just about everything police did.
Well, nobody measured it, right?
Nobody measured it, no.
You eyeballed it? Is that what you're telling us?
That's exactly what I'm telling you, yes.
And there was a shell casing found in the rental car with Hernandez's DNA on it. The defense tried to show the DNA rubbed off from a piece of gum that was attached to it, and that the evidence was sloppily handled.
In fact, there's nothing in your report about any blue substance attached to the shell casing at all, is there?
That's correct.
The prosecution was also, many thought, thin on a clear motive. They claim Hernandez got mad at Lloyd 2 nights before the murder when they were together at a Boston nightclub. There was no testimony as to why Hernandez may have been upset, just that he appeared to all of a sudden get agitated.
His eyes were just beaming directly at Odin Glenn.
Then there were cell phone records, lots of them. Prosecutors used them to show Hernandez set up the meeting with Lloyd and also wanted his alleged accomplices to hurry up and meet him that night. They also used that data and various security cameras to track the movements of the men that night. Hernandez and the alleged accomplices at a gas station on the way to get Lloyd, then picking up Lloyd. And the cell phone records showed they were all in the same area, from Boston to North Attleboro, where cameras picked up a car driving into the industrial park at the time of the murder. And surprisingly, the defense admitted in closing arguments that Hernandez was there, but only, they said, as an innocent bystander.
He was a 23-year-old kid who had witnessed something. A shocking killing committed by somebody he knew.
The prosecution argued that if Hernandez was shocked by the murder, he would not have hung around with the alleged accomplices most of the next day, as he did.
And when he's sending them on their way after getting in a rental car, now to facilitate their escape after serving them smoothies and having lunch with them and laying around the pool all afternoon and having them play with your baby, what is he doing? Fist pumps, hugs. Does that appear to be somebody who's upset about what's happened, that his friend is laying out in the field?
And the jurors believed that version of events from the prosecutors. We know that because they told us in an exclusive interview yesterday. Adam, you were the only local reporter to sit down with the jurors.
Yeah, it really was a fascinating conversation for those of you that saw our special last night. And one aspect that really struck out to me about this group is that they were truly in it as a group. For all those people who say, man, I really wish I was on that jury, you say what?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. We filled out the questionnaire just like the other 11 or 1,200, however many people were there. And when it's whittled down to just 50 or 60, and you are standing in a small area with 7 or 8 people around you being asked questions by a judge, and some of us have never been in court before. Probably all of us have never been in, it's a very intense and intimidating situation. And people will say, well, you should have lied. You don't lie in that situation. You tell the truth. You tell the truth.
I think the best way I can answer that question is I wouldn't go out of my way to sign up for it. Right?
Yeah.
But if it's asked and expected of me, then I will once again assume my responsibility for our justice system in our country.
It's amazing that we got 15 people together that are all on the same page. A lot of people think that's incredible.
I think we did too. I think just because people communicated, people talked. If somebody was sad, that was okay. Everybody talked it through. People let people have their emotions. People talked when they could talk. It was an incredible experience just to be with everybody, and everybody was on the same
respectful of each other's feelings, thoughts, and opinions.
I can't imagine being an alternate and having to sit through that entire trial and now not be able to make the decision. How were you guys able to handle that?
It was definitely hard. You sit through this trial with all of these people, you see the same things that they do, and to then be told, well, you're going to sit in a separate room and you can't even still talk about it with the other people you're in the room with. It was definitely hard. You definitely get over it. I think you go through all the different emotions when you get into that room, but you know that it's what has to be done and you go with it. I never had anything but confidence in that they would make the right decision.
It seems like you're leaving as friends, is that fair to say?
Oh, I hope so. How can you were with them every single day for 3 months? That's what I said. I said it from before. I said, my God, this is the last day I'm going to come in here and see you guys. It's sad. How do you, I can't. You have to break away from me little at a time. I can't do this all at once. It's very sad because they become part of me.
Yeah.
Jasmine, you're sort of linked together forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are, absolutely. We went through this crazy thing together, all of us. How many people can say that they've been through something like this and have come out of it in this group of people that you're with?
Some additional sound bites from our nearly hour-long conversation. And in case you missed it or you want to watch it again, you can see our entire exclusive special report, Hernandez Jury Behind the Verdict. It's anytime on our website, turnto10.com.
And this murder trial may be over, but there's another one ahead still for Aaron Hernandez. Those details when we come back.